Hello everyone, my name is David Doherty, President Team Nigeria UK. We're live at Soho Square for the first ever extra time with the Beast himself, Adebayo Akinfenwa. And it's an interactive forum for young people of Nigerian descent and friends of Nigeria. Yeah, it's a platform for them to empower themselves, to engage them, to inspire them, and to learn, from those that have actually, been there and seen all it takes to become a professional, and even outside the game itself. And so this is the first one, and we hope to do more of this, and then bring in people that can actually inspire them a lot and tell them what they need to do, even if they opt out not playing the game itself. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, Bayo.
My pleasure.
Let me just call him the beast mode on. Yeah, the man is here. We appreciate your time. Your support. It's not easy to get you out of out of your house on a Sunday. I think it's hard. And I realize you played yesterday as well. Yeah. So we really appreciate you. We love what you represent. You represent a lot. It's not easy. Sitting in front of we young Nigerians, we're all Nigerians, Nigerian descent. Myself, I'm an African Nigerian. But what we're actually trying to do here is trying to get the young people that have Nigerian descent, different athletes here doing different sports, to see how we can empower them with this forum. This is the first time we're doing this, and we can't just do this without having people like yourself that that have been through a lot, where you are today, what you've achieved, the things, how you went through it, these are the things we want them to learn from, to hear from you, and then hopefully, they might get something to take back home as well, and then see how they can, go through their own path as well, outside the game, and while they still playing the game, they can then start thinking about, to become an entrepreneur or become somebody like, Mr. Beast Mode himself. So I just love that name. So good to see you. Thank you. You're welcome. Tara is going to be the anchor. So I'm just trying to do. I just did the introduction, so he's going to anchor it. So
yes.
You're here too.
So over to you.
Okay. Thank you for having me first and foremost. Look, I don't want this to be formal. I want it to be as relaxed as possible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around the room, and I want everybody in this room to introduce themselves and just say their name, and I'll go first, and then we'll work this way around, because this ain't a meeting, this is a conversation. So we're just conversating. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I want y'all to tell me a little bit about you, and that's everybody, not just the kids. I hear there's a couple parents here. Oh, my name is Akinfenwa. I've been a professional footballer now for 14 years, going on 15 years. How do I start? First and foremost, I believe I was the lucky one, because I was born to my parents. I wouldn't have had anything in this world without God first and foremost, and my parents. So they gave me from the get-go, like I'm sure all of you would know, they were massive on education. It was like, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a surgeon. Like, Mum, I ain't gonna be a doctor, I ain't gonna be a surgeon. That just wasn't mine. It was this, and maybe I've changed it as I've gotten older, but I can remember at the age of 5 saying to my parents, I'm gonna be a footballer. I want to play football. That was all I knew at the age of 5. So I told myself at 5, I'm gonna play football. And I believe whatever age you tell yourself you're gonna do something, that is such a massive thing, because I truly believe you as individuals, or we, but as individuals, are the master of your own destiny. You're gonna, don't get twisted, because I'm gonna tell you bits of stories which comes into play, but if you make a decision, it's you. So you decide, look, I'm gonna get up and drink water, then you're gonna get up and go drink water. If you decide, I'm gonna get up and go to the gym, you're gonna get up and go to the gym. I decided that I was going to become a professional footballer. That's what I said at 5. And that was my mindset. So it didn't matter. Whoever came or stood in my way, I was going to be a footballer. I was not going to allow no next person to say, no, you can't achieve your dream, because it's my dream. It's not your dream, it's not his dream, it's a dream that I wanted. So at 5, I said, look, I'm gonna play football. Okay, and that's just step 1. You know, I can turn around and say, look, I want to fly. You know, I could say that, but that don't necessarily mean I'm going to fly. But if I make that decision at age, I want to fly, I'm going to do everything in my control. So that's taking care of my fitness, that's not being late, that's working hard. Everything you can control, that's what you're in control of. You know, you technically can't control if a manager's going to play you. You technically can't control if you're going to win a game. You technically can't control if the sun's going to come out. You can't control that. But the things you can control is what you bring to the table. So, and that's your mindset. And it's funny because, like, I thank God, you know, I bought out BMO, how long? 4 years? 3 years ago. So I bought out BMO. So BMO was, as you can see, beast mode on. So beast mode on, everybody constantly, you know, even they always talk about, oh yeah, Mr. Beast mode, you know, and they always focus on my size. Oh yeah, you know what, big boy, and I know that, you know, I don't look like a footballer. Look, if you look at everybody's arms and my arms, you know, you try to test my arms, I can see that. But I know I don't look like a footballer. But because I don't fit the format of what they think a footballer should be, I wasn't gonna stop playing football. My size is my size. It is what it is. So I wasn't gonna let them say, you've got to be 11 stone and the conventional footballer. Regardless of what, that's what they say. Football's what I want to do. So I'm not gonna change that mindset. But I brought BMO on, and everybody was like, okay, yeah, but you have to be a beast. You know, you have to be a beast. And I kid you not. And this is the one thing I will say to you. Forget. Or if you look at my chest, you look at my arms, you look at I can pick up 180 kg. What's stronger than all of that is your mind. I kid you not. The mind is the most powerful thing you own because it determines if you're going to persevere through any situation you go through. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't.
Drinks.
Nice to meet you.
Sir.
You said that you broke your leg when you were 25.
Yeah.
How did you recover from that? Because funny enough, I actually broke my ankle last year.
Yeah.
So obviously it's kind of hard. I don't know whether it's the same thing, but
yeah, but mine was different, like because a shark bit me. To let them, I would have rather have gone to tell my parents, oh, you know what, they didn't sign me. And I saw my parents look at me like, I mean, I've always been confident, I've always been boisterous, and at that time, I saw my parents look at me, and I was like, "Nah," you know. I felt like I let them down. And my parents, we drove back in the car, you know. Of course, dad was cursing and like took me off work for this. And then I remember my parents said, "Look, and the same thing I said to you. It's okay with setbacks. You know, you go read your Bible, and trust me, God's got a plan for you." And that's what Mum said to me. Mum said to me, God's got a plan for you. I mean, I don't know how religious you are. I am very religious. Or my parents are very religious, and I am everything I've got in this world, good, bad, or indifferent. I give praise to the Almighty. That's for me. Do you know? And there's nothing wrong with knowing what you're good at. See, I encourage that. See, I'm the best at what I do. That's what I've told myself. So I am big. I am 16.5 stones, and there's nobody in this world stronger than me. Nobody. So I'm the best. So I don't get caught up on people talking about how slow I am. Cool. Yeah, you're slow. Cool. You can't dribble. Cool. But I tell you, you want to go in a 50-50 shoulder barge me, you go and sleep. That's what it is. See, but for me, that's me. I'm okay in that lane. So don't let people, because I think people, they get caught up in, yeah, but you can't. But why are you concentrating on what you can't do? Like, but I can do that. Yeah, but you can't. That's cool. That's straight. I work on that when I can work on that. But I'm going to be the best at what I can do. So if that's being strong, if that's being quite quick, if that's scoring goals, be the best you can be. That's okay. It's okay staying in your lane. So whatever your lane is, be cool in your lane. Don't watch no nets. Oh yeah, but he's a bit strong and he's a bit quick. That's cool. That's his lane. Your lane's cool in your lane. I stay in my lane. The reason I stay in my lane, I embrace my lane. I'm gymming every single day. That's my world. That's my lane. So that it's okay to be in your lane. Cool. Any other questions?
Any other question, quick?
Yeah, what's your biggest regret in terms of football?
leaving Swansea. Only reason because I then had to do my rehab at 4 different places. So it was I was getting different advices here, so it took me longer. So if I didn't leave Swansea, I would have got a rehab under that doctor, one doctor, and that would have been it. Whereas I left, I did 2 months at one club, another 2 months at another club, then it got to a point where I was desperate, I just had to play. So if everybody here knows when you're playing through an injury, it only makes it worse. And that's what but I had to do that because I wasn't earning anywhere. So that's my one biggest regret, is leaving Swansea while I was injured. But again, like I said, because of the Almighty, it's all worked out. But leaving Swansea.
You've had like a lot of trials. How did you get your trials?
Well, back then, like all them years ago, you know, it was a lot of. I played with like a Sunday club, which is Semrab. I played for Semrab, which was the club at the time to play for, and I played for my school teams. And they used to do a lot more, you know, clubs used to come to schools and, you know, and they would come and invite you to trials back then, whereas nowadays there's a lot more academies, you know, so, you know, you can go to academies and get linked up like that. There wasn't that much back then, you know, professional clubs didn't have much academies. So back then I was getting trials just because they came to my school. You know, school teachers were very good at them times, you know, getting trials, having connections, and my Sunday club was very good as well. So they would come over, like scouts would come over to like Hackney Marshes or Wanstead Flats and watch games, and if you was doing stuff, you know, in the league, they'll be like, well, look, why don't you come down to so-and-so place? I don't know, like I said, more now, you know, clubs are picking up kids at 11, 12, you know, that's what they're doing now, and they're starting from academies. But that's what, to be fair, that's what we're trying to do. So the BMO has started the football academy, we'll be starting it hopefully before the end of the season, where it'll be a place where you can come and get trials from the football academy, but then also try and teach you on you know, being able to deal with rejection, being able to deal with, you know, listening, you know, because I find that, I say it, but it's such a big thing in football, and to be fair in the world, but more in football, is to being able to listen. So we want to teach that part, and also teach, you know what, if somebody says you're not good enough, it's just that one person's opinion, or 2 persons, or because football is about opinions.
So
that's cool, man.
yeah, this Saturday coming up, I got a trial for Brentford.
Yeah.
So what kind of piece of advice can you offer me?
What sort of trial is it?
It's like an open trial.
So is it games or training?
Games.
Be selfish, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like in them, I don't like that. I don't like them open trials because that's what it. If all of us are in a room and basically it's like whoever gets out of this room, so we're gonna do whatever it is to be seen. So when you go to them trials, normally if you was part of a team, you would pass to him because it's better to pass to him. But on a trial, you're like, well, if I pass him and he scores, they ain't really going to notice what I did to him. And that's the reason why I don't like them open days, because it's very much like a meat market, you know. So I'm not really a big fan of it. For me, to be fair, let me take back that selfish. I will say, you go out there and everything you've got, leave on that pitch. You know what I'm saying? You run hard. You, as much as you can, play your position. So, because that's all that you can really do. You can turn around and be like, so, say I'll chat to you Sunday, I'll be like, how the game go? You'll be like, yeah, you know what? It was cool, I didn't get to get the ball as much as I wanted to, you know, so alright, cool. But did you run hard? Did you put with it? Yeah, you know what, I did. I actually did that. Not just for you, because there's one thing you telling me, but there's when you sit by yourself, you know. You know, there's, you know, if you do something bad or do something good, you know. So, on your trial, go hard. You go hard, and you know, if you're a right back and you're not getting it, well, sometimes you have to be like, look, you know, I've got to affect the game. Like, you know, I may have to come out of position to try and get the ball, because there's no point you just being there and not getting it. So you've got to make a decision that, you know what, I'm going to go hard, and then sometimes you're going to be like, look, I just got to go for broke, so let me go for it. So all I'll say is leave everything out on that pitch. And all the best, man.
Thank you.
you know, the big man in him. But when you go on, I mean, on on media and everything, then you get to understand what he's actually about. You know, it's not, like you said, it's not about playing at that Premiership level. What they've got there is the same thing that he has got, and it's true hard work. He's done a lot. He's been rejected. You know, stepped up. You know, came back and, you know, listen, I can do this thing. Let me go for it. So I think, you know, one thing I would advise us to do is, you know, we keep working at, like I always say to everybody, keep working at, stay focused, don't be distracted, do what you can. This is you guys are still young, you know, so there's still more time for you to, you know, to achieve a lot. So our next one will be on the 24th of April. But now, I mean, we're open to, like, you know, probably want to take pictures with the beast itself, and then, you know, probably and take it up from there. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So do we stay there, or where do we stay? Should we stay here?